Okay, we're going to roll right into our post race for today's 29th annual Toyota Care 250 NASCAR Xfinity Series race here at Richmond International Raceway. Our Dash for Cash, our second Dash for Cash event of the season, and our race runner-up, and also our Dash for Cash winner, and $100,000 to the better is Ty Dillon. And congratulations, Ty. He drives the number 3 Wesco Chevrolet for Richard Childress Racing. Ty, you had a good afternoon. I know you would have liked to got that victory, but tell us about your run and tell us about being the Dash for Cash winner.
That's awesome. First of all, I thank Xfinity for putting on the Dash for Cash and giving us the opportunity to run for 100 grand. And you're sure we're at Richmond, right? Because this place has been really tough on me and our team as a whole. And to finish second, to run the way we did all day was just impressive for us. And first of all, I can't thank Nick Harris enough. He's built such a great team around me, and he couldn't be here this weekend. Danny Eflin stepped up, and he's going to be a future crew chief in this series, and if not Cup. And I'm just led by such a great team. And we had a great car today. We fought really hard. It was a tough weekend. We didn't have much practice. Everything was rushed today, and we finished strong. So really proud of our effort.
We'll take questions now for Ty Dillon. If you have one, raise your hand. We'll bring a wireless mic around. Right there, Kelly Crandall with the first one.
Kelly Crandall from PopularSpeed.com. Ty, you mentioned not having your crew chief. What was the weekend like? Even though it was kind of out of the ordinary without any practice, it seemed like things went smoothly. You won the heat race and had a great main.
Yeah, like I said, we have such a strong team to begin with, and a lot of experience and guys who aren't afraid to step up, like Danny Eflin. He called a great race. And from the get-go, Nick and the guys worked hard back at the shop to make sure we had a good opportunity from where we unloaded. And with the weekend being shortened so much, we had the quick 50-minute practice, and our car was good. We knew we were a top 5 car, top 4 car. We just needed to make some tweaks. We kept working on it, and the bad thing is after practice we had 15 minutes to get the car back in line, and we had to go to the driver's meeting. So you didn't have much time to communicate and get things done. But Big Mike Sears, our car chief, was able to take charge, lead his guys, and it just put together a really strong weekend without our leader, and just says a lot about our team. And it's got me really excited for what we're going to be doing, down the road when we get Nick back, we can get full power again. So this is a track that's been really tough on us, and we had a lot of focus coming into this racetrack to make sure we were fast, and we were.
Okay, we'll go right here now to Zach.
Zach Albert, NASCAR.com. Ty, what was your view of what happened with the 7 and the 48 in front of you guys, and how'd you thread your way or find your way around it?
Yeah, I kind of had a similar instance in the heat race when the 88, just like I did, had a good restart, had a good launch, dove the inside, and I'm pretty sure all the top cars are starting off on the splitter when they get into turn 1, and you can't turn. And if you want to make that move, you gotta, you're going to slide up, and that's what happened with me with the 7, and I'm pretty sure what happened with the 88. I don't know if there was contact now. I couldn't really see out that far, but that's what it seemed like it happened to me. Got in the 48, got in the 7, and it was a big pileup. I followed the 88 and took the same path up, but there was just no car out there for me to hit. So it's just part of it here, and you got to be aggressive on these restarts, and it's tough when you have no tires starting on the front row. It really, really bottles things up, so you got to know the risk when you're going into it.
Okay, let's go here to Chris Knight.
Chris Knight, catchfans.com. Ty, Danny Eflin is a former Xfinity Series driver who's made the transition from a driver to a crew member. What has his experience as a driver been able to help the RCR team?
Yeah, Danny came over and started working, I think, 3 years ago as an engineer. He had an engineering degree, but had no clue what he was doing. And he worked so hard to this point, and he's probably one of our strongest engineers we have in our company now. And he's on our team, and I'm so proud to have him. And it's so cool to have a guy who's racing this series before and been through things as an engineer, leading his guys below him. And I'm happy for him. I know he was really excited to have the opportunity to step up and help our team out, and he did. And him and Nick work so well together. Nick has trained him and made him as good as he is. So, I think all the credit goes to both of those guys for working hard. They work long hours and on Saturdays and Sundays, on the weekends, every weekend, just to get better, to gain knowledge, so we can make it to that ultimate goal, which is racing the Sprint Cup full time.
Let's go to Hank right here with the Associated Press.
When you do a restart and you have $100,000 sitting there for you, or you can go for a win, how do you kind of balance what to do?
It's all about the W. Really, I wasn't really worried about anything but trying to win. And look back after the race and you finish, you see where the other guys are for the dash or cash at that point. I think if you're not in the top 2 rows, you're kind of looking at your dash for cash guys where you got to finish. But when you're starting on the outside of the front row with a green, white checkered, I was thinking about the trophy.
Anything else for Ty? Let's go right here to Tim.
Tim Perrell, the Richmond Times-Dispatch. Any thoughts about what you're going to do with the $100 grand?
Trying to buy a house right now, so hopefully it'll help out on that program. My wife and I are looking, and so hopefully we'll just slide it over to our house payments.
Ty, congratulations
Thank
on
you.
this
Appreciate it.
performance here today. And